Hello everyone, welcome to KK Human Anatomy and Physiology videos, a platform where you will get interesting facts about human anatomy and physiology. Let's reveal interesting topic about our body. In this video, we are going to discuss about types of blood cells. We know that blood is composed of liquid component, that is plasma, in which blood cells are suspended. If you haven't watched my video on blood composition, then you will find its link in description below. So these blood cells makes up 45% of whole blood. The process by which these blood cells are formed is called hematopoiesis. There are three types of blood cells. They are red blood cells, also called as erythrocytes, white blood cells, also called as leukocytes, and platelets, also called as thrombocytes. Let's talk about erythrocytes. The process of formation of erythrocytes, that is RBCs, is called erythropoiesis. The average lifespan of RBCs is 120 days. They are circular, biconcave and enucleated cells. The red color of RBCs is due to an oxygen-carrying pigment, that is hemoglobin. In males, their average number is 5.1 to 5.8 million per cubic mm. And in females, it is about 4.3 to 5.2 million per cubic mm. This is called total RBC count. RBCs are produced from hemocytoblast. They lack nucleus, therefore cannot divide. In fetus, these cells are produced in liver and spleen. And in adults, these cells are produced in red bone marrow. Vitamin B12, folic acid, and hemoprotein are required for RBC's production. The hormone erythropoietin produced by the kidney cells stimulate the bone marrow for production of RBCs. Mature RBCs does not contain nucleus, mitochondria, or other cell organelles. Erythrocytes are responsible for the transport of respiratory gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide, maintaining viscosity and pH of blood. Its cytoplasm is rich in hemoglobin and oxygen-carrying pigment that gives red color to the RBCs and blood. It also contains an enzyme carbonic anhydrase. Second blood cell type is white blood cells, also called as leukocytes. Process of formation of white blood cells is called leukopoiesis. Lifespan of WBCs is around 13 to 20 days. They are colorless, irregular, nucleated cells and shows polymorphism, means they occur in several different forms. There are two types of WBCs. They are granulocytes and agranulocytes. We will study their types in upcoming slides. In males, the average number of WBCs varies from 5,000 to 10,000 per cubic mm, and in females 4,500 to 11,000 per cubic mm. They show amoeboid movement to move out of the capillary walls by a process called diapedesis. Their function is to protect the body against both infectious diseases and foreign materials. Third type is a platelets, also called as thrombocytes. Process of formation of thrombocytes is called as thrombopoiesis. Their lifespan is 5 to 10 days. They are very small oval-shaped cell fragments without nucleus. They are cellular fragments formed from large cells called megakaryocytes. In adults, normal platelet count is 2.5 to 4.5 lakh per cubic mm of blood. These are produced in bone marrow from large cells called megakaryocytes. They secrete serotonin. Platelets secrete platelet factors which are essential in blood clotting. They also seal the ruptured blood vessels by formation of platelet plug. They secrete serotonin, a local vasoconstrictor. Moving onwards, there are certain terminologies related to abnormal blood cell counts that you must know. Increase in number of RBCs is called polycythemia, a condition where 6 to 8 million and occasionally 9 million erythrocytes may occur per cubic millimeter of blood. Whereas decrease in number of RBCs causes anemia or erythrocytopenia, a condition in which male RBC count is less than 4.5 million per cubic mm, and in case of females RBC count is less than 4 million per cubic mm. Temporary increase in number of WBCs is called as leukocytosis, where leukocytes reach up to 11,000 per cubic mm. It is due to infection. It also occurs during pregnancy and in newborn babies. Controlled increase in number of WBCs is a type of blood cancer called leukemia, where the WBCs reach up to 1 lakh to 4 lakh. Decrease in number of WBCs is called leukopenia, where WBC count is fewer than 3,500 per cubic mm. Increase in number of platelets causes thrombocytosis or thrombocythemia, where platelet count reach up to 3,50,000 to 6 lakh per cubic mm. Decrease in number of platelets result in thrombocytopenia, where platelet count is fewer than 1,50,000 per cubic mm. Let's talk about types of white blood cells, that is leukocytes. There are two types of white blood cells. They are granulocytes, which contributes 72% of total WBCs, and agranulocytes, which contributes 28% of total WBCs. Granulocytes are the WBCs with granules in their cytoplasm. They have lobulated nuclei in different shapes. They are formed from myeloid stem cells and do not undergo division. There are three types of granulocytes. They are neutrophils, basophils, and eosinophils. Let's talk about the neutrophils. In neutrophils, granules are large in number and stained with neutral stains. Neutrophils are about 70% of total WBCs. They are responsible for destroying pathogens by phagocytosis and hence are phagocytic cells. Pus is a mixture of dead neutrophils, damaged tissues, and dead microbes. Cells are spherical with 2 to 7 lobed nucleus. They show amoeboid movement and phagocytosis. When we talk about basophils, which are also called as cyanophils, have a very few granules of large size and stained with basic stains. Basophils are about 0.5 to 1% of total WBCs. They are present in infected and allergic conditions only. They are non-phagocytic cells. They are small, spherical with twisted nucleus. They secrete heparin, histamine, and serotonin. Moving onwards, eosinophils, also called as acidophils, have lysosomal granules stained with acidic stains. Eosinophils are about 1 to 3% of total WBCs. They are phagocytic and destroy pathogen, that is antigen-antibody complex, by phagocytosis. Their nucleus is bilobed. Their number increases in allergic conditions and they show antihistaminic property. They are also responsible for detoxification as they produce antitoxins. Let's move towards agranulocytes. Agranulocytes are WBCs without granules in cytoplasm. Their nuclei are large in size but are not lobulated like granulocytes. They are formed from lymphoid stem cells and can divide by mitosis. There are two types of agranulocytes. They are lymphocytes and monocytes. Lymphocytes are smallest of all WBCs. They have large spherical nucleus and they constitute to about 25 to 30% of total WBCs. Depending upon the functions, there are two types of lymphocytes. They are B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes mature in bone marrow and are responsible for humoral immunity and produces antibodies. T lymphocytes mature in thymus. They are responsible for cell-mediated immunity. There are four main types of T lymphocytes. We can say there are four main subtypes. They are helper T cell, killer T cell, memory T cell, and suppressor T cell. Another type of agranulocyte is monocyte. Monocytes are the largest of all WBCs. Its nucleus is large and bin or kidney shaped. They form 3 to 5% of total WBCs. Monocytes are actively motile and give rise to macrophages. They are phagocytic and destroy the bacteria by phagocytosis. They also destroy the bacteria and dead or damaged tissue by phagocytosis. Here comes the summary of our lecture. We saw three main types of blood cells. They are erythrocytes, means red blood cells, leukocytes, that is white blood cells, and platelets, also called as thrombocytes. Erythrocytes are circular, biconcave, disc-shaped enucleated cells formed in red bone marrow in adults and in liver and spleen in fetus by the process called erythropoiesis. Leukocytes formed by the process of leukopoiesis. There are two types of leukocytes. They are granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes are of three types. They are neutrophils, basophils, and eosinophils. These granulocytes have granules in their cytoplasm, hence are called granulocyte. There are two types of agranulocytes. They are lymphocytes and monocytes. They does not contain granules in their cytoplasm, hence are included under agranulocytes. Third type of blood cell is thrombocyte, also known as a platelets, that plays important role in blood clotting. Hope you understood well. In my next upcoming video, I will give you other interesting anatomy and physiological facts of human body. If you like this video, then subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. Do like, comment and share this video. For more update, join the forum and group. Visit my Facebook page. For more information, I have provided the link in description below. Have a happy learning.